What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Wristre Wednesdays. I am Brandon, the host. Today what I wanted to do was actually go over a common complication that we have on a lot of our watches, and I know you guys probably at least definitely own one, and it's just something that is super frequent that we see and not a lot of people know how to use them. So what I'm talking about is the actual unidirectional rotating bezel on dive watches. So yeah, these are on all of our watches, but no one uses them. I want to go scuba diving super bad. I've been asking Tyler to go with me. I'm taking a watch with me. I don't care. It's going to be a good time. But before I get into all that, I did have to do some housekeeping with the Wristre stuff. And I want to let you guys know that we did launch our First Look Coalition service today, which is super cool. It's a private email service for pre-owned timepiece deals that are guaranteed to be the lowest price comparable listing on the market. So I'll put the link down in the description below. You can check that out. I'm not gonna go give you a whole spiel here right now because we're here to learn about timepieces, not the First Look. But the First Look is awesome. It's gonna change the game for buying watches. Definitely check it out. So anyway, what we have here today is the Omega Planet Ocean Deep Black. And this is a really awesome watch. I've been enjoying it the past week. It's solid ceramic. It was carved out of a block of solid ceramic, which is awesome because it's super resilient to scratching, and I'm a klutz. But it's also really nice because if you're diving, that's definitely something that you're going to want that's not super easy to scratch, right? Another thing too is you got the ceramic bezel with the Arabic numbers. They threw a GMT ring on there. I'm not sure if you can see it. You'll be able to see it more in a second. As well as the lume on this is crazy, and we have white gold hands. Who doesn't love white gold? All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to actually use the unidirectional turning bezel. It's such a fun word to say. But there's two ways that you can use it, and the first way that you're probably used to seeing everybody tell you how to use it is by using it as like a countdown timer. And the other way, how it was actually designed to be used and how it was meant to be used for diving, is to project like elapsed time so you know when to get out of the water, right? So I'm gonna head over to the desk right behind us. I'll have the watch out and we'll start showing you how to actually use the watch. So let's get right to it, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, so to start us off, here is obviously the watch. We got the Omega Planet Ocean Deep Black. And yeah, so there's gonna be two ways that you can use these as a functionality tool. So obviously, it's a unidirectional rotating bezel to anti-clockwise, so it won't rotate clockwise. And the reason why that is because if you're down diving, and say you bump into something and it bumps the bezel and it shifts it a little bit, worst case scenario, you're gonna have more air than you actually thought you did because it can only go this way. So it's not gonna bump back this way and you're gonna think you have more air than you do. And then you're trapped down in the ocean and you're suffocating and you're drowning because you bumped your watch and you don't have any air. So that's worst case scenario. So thankfully, beautiful designers have great common sense and we're only going one way here. All right, so to start, we're gonna have to do a way to do a countdown timer, which is primarily the way that a lot of people say how we use these guys, and pretty much the most known way to actually use the rotating bezel. So to use the countdown timer, the bezel is set correctly, right? Your indicator here is set at 12. All you do is you move this to where the minute hand is, and then that will line up perfectly, as you can see, with the minute hand as well as the triangle there. So all this will do here is, as time goes farther, or as time goes on, once this hits 20, that would be 20 minutes, right? Once this hits 30, that would be 30 minutes. Once this hits 40, that would be 40 minutes. So I'll move that further so we can see that. Right, so here we are, that's 40, and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, or I think I'm a little slow, hang on, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah. So, I mean, that's obviously a little further, but that is how it works. So the other way, what I wanted to show you guys was how to use this to tell elapsed time. So we're going to set this back over here. And this is primarily the way that it was designed for actual divers. And what you want to do is, say you were going on a 40-minute dive. What you do is you subtract the duration of your dive or the task that you're doing from 60, and you set the indicator here to that, whatever the output on that is. So if you're going on a 40-minute dive, subtracted from 60 is 20, right? So you simply move 20 to the minute hand. And then when this comes around here, that'll be at 40 minutes has elapsed. And if you know that you have a 15-minute ascent, so that is the start of your ascent there. Make sense? So we'll do another one. Set this. So we'll do a 15-minute dive. So what we have to do is 60 minus 15 gives us 45. And then we have to now set this to 45. So if we go over here, we're going to the minute hand. That looks good. That's 45. So then once this comes down and hits here, that's going to be 15 minutes elapsed. And then obviously if you have 15-minute ascent, this is the end of your oxygen here. So that's how you use the unidirectional rotating bezel. Just to recap, we have two ways, either a countdown timer, where you could use that for workouts, or if you're just timing something, or if you're going for elapsed time, just remember to take away the duration of whatever dive you're doing or task you're doing from the actual number of 60, and then set the bezel to, say, 20 if you were going on a 40-minute dive, right? That's the difference. And then when it reaches the indicator over here, that will have been 40 minutes elapsed. All right, cool. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Just something a little quick, understanding the complications that your timepieces actually have, so you can use them for their original design purposes and maybe add some functionality onto the watch that you're wearing every day instead of something just to keep time and that looks awesome. I'm going to start doing more videos like this, displaying different types of complications. I'm going to try and do a tachyometer, as well as I'll show off how to use a GMT hand. I have the GMT ring in here, but I really want to get a GMT dial. That's better off showing that. So next time I have one of those, I'll show you guys how to use the GMT hand, and we'll keep going from there so we can all get more educated on watches itself. Anyway, guys, if you're in the Coalition newsletter, we'll see you in there Sunday. If you're not, make sure to check that out. I'll put the description down. I'll put the link down in the description. And we'd be more than happy to have you join us over there. And don't forget to check out the Coalition First Look, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday for Wristre Wednesdays. So have a good one.